Hello and welcome to the Paradise Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you're having a blessed week so far. I know I am. God's been really good to me. I want to wish all my viewers out there a happy Easter and may God bless you this time of year. This is the best week of the year. We should all be thankful for what Jesus did on the cross to save us from our sins and to rescue us so that we can be forever in heaven. It's a big deal. That's not my topic for today. My topic for today is how can we change in the inside of us so that we become better people on the outside. So we're going to go over that. I actually took a Bible class recently that had a lot of stuff on that. I actually pinpoint stuff that I got to get rid of out of my life. I'm going to share that all with you. So let's get it started. I find it very important to recognize emotions in our life that we need to get rid of so that our relationship with God grows and that we have a stronger relationship with Him. So I'm going to go through this list. I have a men's Bible study class that I attend every week. They have a list that was really good. I was just very honest with what I need to improve on in my life, that I need to get out of my life. I'm going to share that with you. I'm going to go through the list first, and then I'm going to tell you the ones I need to improve on, the different types of emotions I need to improve on. And then after that, I'm going to tell you a list of positive emotions, what we should be striving for. I'm going to start off right now with the emotions that we need to get out of our life. The first one's anger, uncontrolled or lingering. Pride, refusing to admit wrong. Jealousy, resentment, holding onto past hurts. Bitterness, expressed in feeling depressing. Lack of forgiveness. Spiritual disconnection from God and each other. Doubt in the relationship of God's plan. Fear of failure, rejection, or loss. Anxiety, expressed in feeling. Selfishness, putting self over anybody else. Emotional distance. Neglect, guilt from sin or regret. Shame, giving into temptation. Control, trying to dominate rather than serve. Hopelessness, expressed in feeling hopeless. Discouragement, expressed in feeling discouraged. Contempt, loss of respect or hatred. Here's the ones that I need to improve on. I need to get them out of my life. I'm just going to go right for it. Once we can amend our life, things that are negative in our life that needs to change, it's easier to do that. I know it's sometimes that's the last thing you want to do is to say, I'm going to say the first one for me is prideful. Sometimes I do refuse to admit that I'm wrong. So I definitely need a change in that area. So I'm going to bring that right to the cross of Christ to get that right. Because I don't want to be prideful in my life. I want to be able to admit when I'm wrong. I take full responsibility for when I am wrong. Selfishness is another one. I see that sometimes I could be selfish, putting myself first over others. That definitely happens sometimes. I need to get that on my life completely. That should not be in our life at all. I shouldn't be selfish. I should be able to share everything with people. That's an area I need to grow in and change, for sure. I used to have a problem with anger, but I don't have it anymore. Thank God for that. I don't have any problem with jealousy. Resentment, I don't have that. I don't hold on to my past hurts. I don't even hold on to my past. I look to I look to today and the future. That's how I live my life. And then bitterness, I don't have any of that in my life. Lack of forgiveness, I don't have that. Spiritual disconnection, I don't have that. I'm very close to God. He's my number one right now. I call upon Him all the time during the day, and I'm just thankful He's always with me and answering my prayer. And doubt in my relationship with God's plan, I don't have problem that I don't see a problem there. Fear, anxiety, emotional distance, I don't have that. Neglect, no, I don't have that. Guilt, I don't have that. Shame, I don't feel that at all. Giving into temptation, I used to have that a long time ago. I don't have that anymore. God's really helped me get through that. I'm thankful for that. That's just something in my past. I'm glad I don't have it anymore. Control, I don't have that. I normally don't control people or control the situation. I normally think of others. So I don't have a problem with that. Hopelessness, discouragement. Normally I'm very encouraged. I don't really get discouraged in life. I am very happy, thankful person, and I'm very encouraged with what God's doing in my life, and I keep on striving for more. I'm so thankful to live a holy life and do what's right in God's eyes. Hatred, I don't have any of that in my life. I don't have any hatred towards anybody. I love everybody, so I don't have a problem with that. So I just have these other two areas. I definitely need to change those two and just improve on them. And again, just get them out of my life. That would help. Here are the positive emotions that we should be striving for. Amazing confidence of Christ-centered. The abiding feeling of peace through trusting in God amidst challenging conflicts. Contented joy. Gratitude. Freedom of forgiveness. Accepting. Security. Humility causing listening instead of defending. And encouragement. Finding common ground and unity. So in this areas that I need to be better with out of what we just listed, these are the positive areas, but I still need to improve on them. I just need to always be more forgiving. I mean, I have forgiven everybody in my past and currently. I just make sure that I always have a forgiving heart. I think that's something I need to just be careful of, that I can always forgive everybody, that I never hold any grudges against anybody. I get it out in the open. More accepting for things when they come my way. I think I can improve in that, because some things come up and then I'm not very accepting of it. But sometimes when things come up, it's to make you better. So sometimes you face challenges that can make you better as a person. So I should be more accepting to when I have hardship. I think my problem is listening. A lot of times I don't always listen to everything when people talk, especially my wife. She talks a lot, so I have to make sure I'm listening better. That's something I need to improve on. I need to ask God to help me in that area and make sure I'm listening to everything that's said, and then I also respond to it, that I don't just hear it and then I don't say anything. So that's not good. For myself, I need to improve in that. Encouragement, I always can be more encouraging towards my family members, to encourage or even encourage people at church. I need to do more of that. I think sometimes I don't always say enough. I need to encourage and be more of a light to the world. I need to do more of that for sure. And I think that's a simple fix. I think God can help me with that area. I just need to pray to Him to help me to improve. And then unity. I think my problem is just making sure that I have a stronger inner strength, and then a stronger will, and those two things. And then I also need to be on a deeper level with God. I think I need to be better with that. I need to go deeper with God, with all my situations, with everything. He's a really good God. You can trust Him with everything. I just need to grow with stronger deep down. And I know I have it in me. It's something you just have to make sure that everything, how you're living your life on the inside, is pleasing to God, and then you get rid of all the stuff that's not good for your life. If you find yourself, I know I had this problem at one time. It probably was 4 or 5 years ago. If you have the Spirit in you that tells you that you dislike when people are around, then there's something not right. You got to get that out of your life, because we're here to love all people. The way we live with God is loving everybody. If you have something in you that you don't like somebody, then you got to go take it to God and get it right. and ask for forgiveness, because we can't have that in our life. That's not from God. That kind of spirit in you is not from God. You have to get it out of you. So I just want to make that clear with that, because if you are holding anything against anybody, it's going to definitely affect your life. You're not going to have a good relationship with God, because if you're not forgiving somebody, God's not going to forgive you. It says it in the Bible. So you have to make sure you hold nothing against anybody in your life and come clean to God. And that'll definitely hurt your relationship, and also you can't get everything that God gives you if you hold a grudge against somebody and you don't forgive them. I hope my video helps you today to be stronger in your faith, and do be aware of what's on your inner self, so that you make sure that what's coming out of you is good stuff, not bad stuff that it shouldn't be coming out of you. Anything that's negative that's coming out of you, it can't happen. You have to get rid of that. You got to take it to the cross. We need the good stuff coming out of us that encourages people, that uplifts everybody, and we have the love of God coming out of us. So I hope that helps you to take it seriously, because that's what matters most, is our relationship with God. May God bless you this Easter. Take care. And until next time, the future's bright in paradise. Live forever.